I was not muted on purpose, but that's okay. I didn't really talk about anything. Just saying about how I thought we were going to fill this a little bit earlier, and I actually planned to break at 9 in the morning today, Eastern Standard Time, because I was trying to figure out a time that I could break where, like, well, obviously Dylan's on vacation right now, but where Rodney and Tyler weren't in the shop, but they would come in and be able to run the next break. And we could have like a day of breaking during the day. But like I said, Rodney will be with us full time now, so hopefully, especially with stuff like Bowman, we can break as it feels, like break things as it feels on certain days, like on a Saturday or the weekend. If you guys want to break stuff quicker than just waiting till nighttime, so there is going to be that option in the future. Just like I said, I had planned to be here at 9 in the morning and run the break, and then have Rodney run a second break, because I really thought we were going to not necessarily snap fill them yesterday, but I really thought we were going to fill at least the jumbo and one of the lights, which we did now. I mean, we filled them in one day technically, so I'm not upset about it or anything. Where's the lint roller? This paper towel. That box left more dust on the table than I wanted to leave. Oh, here they are. Nah, Dylan is not new. He's been helping me since he was the first guy I hired. Yeah, I hired him before last year. I think in November last year, maybe October. And yes, guys are allowed vacation, Kevin. I'm not a prick. We have Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Good luck charm. Give a nice rub on the 8 boxes in the break. Obviously, 8 boxes. You're going to get 24 autographs, as it's 3 autographs per jumbo. Let's get rolling into the break. Good luck to everybody. We'll open all the packs to start over at here in bottom left-hand corner. Team list on the right-hand side, and we're off to the races in some Topps Chrome. Let me see. Looks like it's still the same. Still 10 packs? No, still 12 packs. So it seems like they've slimmed the box down. I'll have to teach Rodney that he's allowed to open all the packs at once. Make his life easier. Everybody's having a good Wednesday. Huge release day today. Obviously, we have more Topps Chrome up. We have the Leaf and Dunruss. Just a lot of stuff going on. So so the Leaf was not originally supposed to release today. So I'm kind of disappointed that it came out the same day as Chrome, because I think that kind of hurts that product a little bit. I think the Eclitech, I think is how you say it, is actually going to be it's going to be a good product. I think it has some good autographs. The checklist is a little bit goofy, but I think overall the checklist is actually really good. I just think it's going to be hard to fill with Chrome, but I think it's going to end up getting filled and crushing over the weekend and probably next week. 40 autographs to some of the top prospects. You get Skeens, you still get Ellie, and you get some of the guys that were international signed. Bazana's in there. So good luck to everybody. Jordan Westberg to start us off. AJ Smith-Sauver, Brian Wu, Hartwig. We're going to have Austin Riley, Lee, Jack Leiter, Semyon, Arozarena, Bednar, Christopher Morel on the Future Stars. And then we're going to have Colt Keith on the True Purple. 113 out of 250 to start us off for the Detroit Tigers, and Josh in the first break. We have Jose Rodriguez, David Hamilton, Quinn Priester, Curtis Mead, Glasnow, Mookie Betts, Casas, Cano, Julian, and Mike Yastrzemski. We have Nolan Gorman, Aaron Judge on the Strokes, Gavin Williams on the Prism, Cedric Mullins, Austin Wells, Trey Cabbage, Remmel. We have McLean, Blackman, Perez, Gray, Lowe, Contreras. We're going to have Ronald Acuna Jr., Junior Caminero. And we were first autograph, Pittsburgh Pirate, Eddie Rodriguez. That's going to go to Tom Scarberry. Starting us off, he grabbed the big boys in almost all the pre-fill breaks. He grabbed the Reds and the Dodgers in most of them. So, deservedly so. Nice autograph there to start with. Nico Horner, Jordan Wicks, and Drew Rom. Victor Scott II. I was going to say they just dropped the second off his name for Topps because they don't care about the guy. I was going to say we have Perdermo, Mountcastle, Swanson, Correa, Jake Berger, Shea Langeliers, Conforto, Summertime in the Park, Aaron Judge, Zach Jaloff on the Prism, Rojas on a refractor, Kessinger, Canzone, Lipsius, and Tyler Cropley. We have Verlander, Eloy Jimenez, Clase, Blackburn, Garrett Cole, Brett Batty, Masataka Yoshida. We got Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon on the teal. We got 198 out of 199. Going to go to the Rockies. And Brandon Kelly. And we have Dylan Cease, Jose Tena, Davis, Andrew Abbott, Stephen Kwan, Riley Green, Diaz on the Cup card. Not a rookie this year. McClanahan, Varsho, Joey Meneses. We have the All Etch, Jordan Walker. We have Evan Carter on the Strokes insert. Lawrence Butler on the Prism and CES on the Refractor. Have Tristan Gray, Sal Frank, Evan Carter, Wade Meckler. We have Mike Trout, Ketel Marte, Devin Williams, Shota, Wade Jr., Contreras, Steele, Jared Triolo, and does not want to share in this first box. Also going to the Pittsburgh Pirates on the Triolo. One of those guys that kind of worked his way up the minor league system. Second baseman. We have Chris Murphy on the Refractor, Colton Cowser, Triolo, Jarvis, Wynn, Bradish, Rochio, Baez, Witt Jr., Torres, Senga, All Etch, Corbin Carroll, Gomez on the Prism Refractor, and Gabriel Moreno. We have Lucan Baker, CES, Rodriguez, Corbin Carroll, Richardson, Chapman, Noda, Castillo, Harper, Pete Alonso on the 1988, Cody Bellinger on the Strokes, J-Dom on the Blue Sonar. And that's going to be a 31 out of 125. Going to go to Billy and the Yankees. On the parallel, nice hit for Billy. First box. We have Rafael Devers on the Refractor, Lopez, Myers, Taylor, Freddie Freeman, Perez, Story, Michael Harris II, Diaz, DeGrom, Mookie Betts, and we have a Colton Cowser, all rookie etched on the Rookie Rush. I don't know if these are super special or not. We'll put it to the side and we'll put it in the top. I mean, it's going in the top loader pile anyways. We have Jordan Lawler on the Prism and the Suzuki. We'll see how rare that card actually is as we go through the case. We have Lopez, Pereira, Jackson Merrill, Jared Jones, Andres Jimenez, Spencer Torkelson, Carpenter, Arrays, Logan Webb, Robbie Ray, Corbin Carroll, and we have a Refractor CES. And that's going to go to the Reds and Kyle Wellman on the 73 out of 499. Going to go to Christian Encarnacion Strand. Nice hit there. Nice first box. I was going to say Chuck Nasty's a little bit out of place, but, you know, I got a soft spot for Chuck Nasty. We have Sehan, Wynn, Uribe, Rafaela, Matt Olson, Rendon, Aaron Judge, McNeil, Adames, Ronald Acuna Jr., Gunnar Henderson, dope-looking card on the Strokes, Horwitz, Spencer Steer, and Seth Lugo on the Refractor. That's going to be the first box. Into box numero dos. Little Spanish and French mixture right there. Numero dos. Said deuce. isn't even right because my French is horrendous.
I know a lot of people are knocking like the black tops, white bottom for the paper cards. I actually, first off, I kind of like that design in the first place, but I think with the chrome in it goes really well. And I think when they initially designed it, they designed it for chrome, not for the paper. So I think it was a good choice by them, to be honest. Just my opinion. You have Colton Cowser, Jared Triolo, Jarvis, Riccio, Baez, Witt Jr., Harper, Torres, Senga, Devin Williams, Senga again. And we have a Williams on the green going to Tom Scarberry. That's going to be a 62 out of 99. You like a Williams. Well, that was probably a big hit. We have Austin Riley, Myers, Taylor, Baker, CES, Corbin Carroll, Richardson, Bradish, Chapman, Noda, Castillo, and Corey Seager on the all-etch. We have Goldschmidt, Cano, Pereira, Jackson, Merrill, Lopez, Yuri, Perez, Story, Harris II, Rodriguez, Diaz, DeGrom, Soto on 1988, Carroll on the strokes, Everson Pereira. And his nice little signature there going to Billy and the Yankees. We have Lee on the refractor, Uribe, Rafaela, Lopez, Torkelson, Carpenter, Freeman, Adames, Arrays, Webb, Robbie Ray, and Vladdy Jr. I have Yu Darvish on the Prism, Joe Musgrove, PCA, Ellie, Sheehan, Wynn, Olsen, Rendon, Jared Jones, Jimenez, Aaron Judge, Jeff McNeil, Alvarez. We're going to have the negative going to Zach Neto, pretty dope looking card. Well, going to the Angels on the Zach Neto. McCutcheon on the refractor, Marte, Millis, Marlowe, Chris Sale, Gunnar Anderson, Abrams, Machado, Nola, Rizzo. 1988, that's going to be Guerrero Jr. Caminero on the strokes, Rillamuto. And we got a Jackson Merrill photo variation, if I'm not mistaken here, going to the Padres. And that's a good hit. Going to Brian Thomas. Is the sound on YouTube really loud? Oh, I don't know. I have to turn on the sound here. I don't know what's wrong with your sound on YouTube. I was gonna say it did not it's not all messed up for me, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's a setting on YouTube. It's echoing? Why would it be echoing? Hold on one second. Let me see if I can fix the gain. I think this makes the gain go. It's giving an echo. Hold on one second. Try something. That should be like a lot of gain, right? Like that sounds worse. This sounds better. Because the mic could have got bumped from how the settings were set up. I have to buy a new mic anyway, I was going to say. Worse. Does this sound better? Like if I turn it down like this, is this less echoing? So this sounds okay, or is it still echoing really bad? Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think the gain on the mic might be messed up. I might also just need to get a new mic. Like I said, I'm going to buy a new microphone. I was waiting for prime deals for hopefully a Shure mic to go on sale. We have Gavin Williams, Canario, Vines, Melendez, Kershaw, Chisholm Jr., Naylor, Walker, Bradley, Evaldi, J-Rod. We have Alexander Canario. Yeah, I think it's I think that the actually I know what happened. The gain got probably bumped. Steve, what I want to say, I'm not going to say because I don't want to get canceled. Just so you know. Because I know me and you would understand it's a joke, but others might not. So I'm just going to not say what I want to say. We have Alexander Canario on the 193 out of 299 on the purple speckle. Oh, man. We have Vladdy Jr. on the refractor. Gomez, Butler, Jaloff, Adams, Ramirez, Jones, Flaherty, Schwarber, Snell, Teoscar Hernandez, Summertime in the Park, J-Rod, Volpe on the Prism refractor. Reynolds, Mauricios, Horwitz, Lawler, Sean Murphy, Albies, and Forrest Wall. We have Kirilloff, Buxton, Soler. We have Lawler, Soto. We have Justin Turner on the 14 out of 299 on the purple speckle. Going to the Blue Jays. He looks so weird in a Blue Jays jersey. Longtime Dodger. We have Marlowe, Owen White, Eddie Rodriguez, Will Smith, Dylan Cease, Horner, Mullins, Lane Thomas, Tatis Jr., Cabrian Hayes, Juan Soto, Matt McLean, Francisco Lindor, Pete Crow Armstrong on a refractor, Basebe, Wyatt Langford, Rodriguez, Coco Montez, Brenton Doyle, Alex Bregman, Greinke, Arenado, Lowe, Scherzer, all etch on the Byron Buxton. I will say, make sure you guys are holding on to your Sotos, Judges, Gunnar Hendersons, because we will be doing the buyback. Again, the MVP buyback. Obviously, Ohtani. We have Grant Hartwig for the Mets. That's going to go to Eric Greco. And the Mets on the autograph. We have Bryce Terang, who's having a terrific season. Connor Phillips, Kekkerin, Funderburk, Turner, India, Bryant, Ruiz, Wheeler, Josh Hader. We have Juan Soto on the Strokes, Kierstead on the 1988, Yamamoto on the Prism Refractor, and Alvarez. That's going to be the second box. Into box 3. We'll run break number 4 right after this. Hopefully number 2 and number 3 fill up. I think there's only like 4 teams or less left in each of them. Somebody's like, I don't know. If he hits the way he's hitting, I don't think they have a choice. I mean, if he hits 50 plus home runs and nobody else is in the 50s, like I don't know. I told Orioles fans, I said if they think Henderson's going to win MVP, he has to hit. Well, he has American League. Yeah, I know there's only a couple teams left in number 2 and in number 3. If anybody's like super gung ho and like that's watching that won't use the website, like I'll only pay with Venmo or Cash App. I mean, let me know, or whatever if you don't want to go through the website. Yeah, I'm not sure why they hate Jaloff and Soderstrom. And I mean, I have to double check, but I think I've not broke the delights yet. I have actually not seen anybody break. I mean, I don't watch anybody break. I don't want to be like, while I'm breaking, I want to see the product myself. I don't want to. I'm experiencing it the first time with you guys. I mean, you guys could be breaking other places, but I'm watching another grown man that's worse than me at opening baseball cards. Open baseball cards. I was gonna say it's terrible. I don't know how you guys watch this. This is my dumbass fucking open baseball cards. Pardon my language. We have DeLuca, Reese Olson, Tyler Soderstrom, Jason Dominguez, Neto, Ornelas, Bryce Terang, Sandy Alcantara, Pete Alonso, Nimmo. We are going to have Dansby Swanson, Cody Bellinger. We have 42 out of 99 on the Green Wave. No, I'm busy trying to either hunt people down, figure out people shipping, or Cody Bellinger on the Green Wave for the Cubs. It's going to go to Jason. We have Jacob Lopez on the refractor, Jackson Churio, Colt Keith, Jackson Rutledge, Walter, Tim Anderson, Morel, Rodriguez, Gallen, Blade, Alvarez, Yanner Diaz, PCA on the Prism Refractor, and Dane Myers. It started out pretty good. I was going to say we have Cruz, Willer, Abreu, Altuve, Raggins, Outman, Guerrero Jr., Musgrove, McCutcheon, Reynolds, Arozarena, Julio Rodriguez. We have Chandler Siegel on the Teal Wave. Going to the Padres. Put that in the back with the photo variation of Jackson Merrill as he just literally gives Alexander Canario the... We have Jackson Rutledge on the refractor, Marco Luciano, Carson Spires, Boyle, Devers, Suzuki. Joey, this looks weird. Joey Votto and a Blue Jays. We have McMahon, Patrick Bailey, J.P. Crawford, Pipiot, Ezekiel Tovar, Marlowe, Chris Murphy, Hancock, and Sal Frelick. He's gonna be a trivia question in the future for sports things. Is what random team did Joey Votto play on before he retired? We have Ohapi, Sassoni, Moreno, Goriel Jr., Lewis, Stanton, Castellanos. We have Acuna Jr. in the summertime in the park. Parker Meadows, 34 out of 50. Going to the Tigers and Josh. Austin Meadows' little brother. True gold. A little bit off center there. We have Jorge Soler, Brandon Walter, Davis Schneider, Isaiah Campbell, Amaya, Masataka Yoshida, Ronald Acuna Jr., Josh Jung, Ruiz, Yelich. We have Mason Wing on the all-etch rookie rush. We have PCN 1988, J-Dom on the strokes. We have Millis and Contreras. I have Jacob Young, Parker Meadows, JP Martinez, Steer, Robert Jr., Steele, Seager, Schmidt, Sander Bogarts, all etch, Clayton Kershaw. Big hit here for the Texas Rangers. Well, Travis Sanders on the Evan Carter. It does have a little bit of, you probably be able to shine it up and wipe it off, but it does have a little bit of like, I don't know what this streak is. I think it's from when they slide the card somehow. Because I'm assuming he's sideways. Is he a lefty or is he a righty? So I'm assuming he's signing like this. And then he's taking it with his fingers and sliding it. So it has like that mark from them sliding. You can tell like where his fingerprints were on there. I was gonna say, a lot of the autograph cards, especially the base ones, always have like this thing where it's like they almost like they took it like this and slid it. But just so you know, it has that down there. You should be able to clean it off with, Kurt's Card Care. But we don't use that around here if anyone from PSA is watching. since they literally banned Kurt's account and deactivated all the certs from it, which is ridiculous, but whatever. We have Randy Rosarena, Justin Martinez, Kyron Paris, Kierstad, Caminero, Diaz, Pena, Lugo, Matsui. We have Cruz, Bichette, Anthony Volpe, Noelvi Marte on the Prism Refractor. We have Marcus Semien, Luis Matos, and Nolan Sciano. Oh, yeah, it will. I mean, it's not one of those things where I think it's a big time issue for the card. I'll just let him know it's there so he's not like, what the heck. It's hard to see, too, if you don't hold it at the right light. We have Moniak, Adley Rutschman, Bellinger, Candelario, Verdugo, Marte, Corbin Burns. We have Shohei on the 1988. Salvador Perez, who's having a fantastic year. We have 184 out of 350, Ryan Pipia. Former Dodger, now Ray. You have Adley Rutschman on the refractor, Nick Gonzalez, Balasovic, Rojas, Tucker, Otani, Winans, Garcia, Gore, Springer, Turner, Devers, Darius Vines, and Nathaniel Lowe. Hunter Goodman, Kyle Harrison. There's a Jackson Holiday. We have Williams, Alvarez, Tavar, Bieber, Benintendi, Darvish, Goldschmidt. We had Jackson Holiday on the Summertime in the Park. And then we have a Nick Lofton, 29 out of 150 on the Blue Ray Wave. One of the Royals, and that's going to go to Casey. Love the Blue Ray Waves. We have Jung, Furman, Lofton, Fitzgerald, Happ, Garcia, Yamamoto, Lindor, Volpe, Realmuto, J-Dom, Verlander, Canario, and Keibert Ruiz. Another Keibert Ruiz. Man, Keibert Ruiz is another guy who was supposed to be just filthy. You have Holiday, Williams, Gonzalez, Tucker, Otani, Wins, Realmuto, Darvish, Goldschmidt, Garcia. We have McLean, Adley Rutschman on the 49 out of 99. Going to the Orioles on the Green Wave. If it's anything like last year, yes. The sell sheet they gave me was the exact same sell sheet they sent last year with different odds, so I'm assuming it is. I was going to say we're going to have Nick Lofton, Tyler Fitzgerald, Goodman, Harrison, Bieber, Benintendi, Julio Rodriguez, Yamamoto, Lindor, Volpe, Buxton, Hemerson on the Hemerson, I was going to say Emerson Hancock on the Prism. We have the Luca on the Refractor, Hartwig, Furman. We have Ian Happ, Miguel Garcia, Alvarez, Tavar, Semien, Rosarena, Bednar, Juan Soto. Kierstad, and big hit for the Dodgers. And that's going to go to Michael Weiss on the Yoshi Yamamoto. 223 out of 250 on the True Purple to the Dodgers. And Michael Weiss, welcome back to the group, buddy. I mean, you never left, but welcome back into breaks. We have Brandon Walter, Westberg, AJ Smith-Sauver, Wu, Cano, Riley, Lee, Leiter, Julian, Yastrzemski, Nolan Gorman, Dansby Swanson, Chris Murphy. We have Jackson Rutledge, Ramilt, say his name, Hamilton, Priester, and Curtis Mead. We have Glasnow, Mookie Betts, Tristan Casas, Gray, Lowe, Contreras, Yanner Diaz. We're going to have 8 out of 10, Brian Riccio. That's going to go to the Guardians and Terra. She comes in here, complains about the sound, and gets an out of 10. Wild world. No, I'm joking. Thank you for telling me. Everybody else is making me look like an asshole, like I'm in a tunnel. It's like, yeah, it's a normal day in Charm City. You can't hear. He sounds like he's underwater. Nice 8 out of 10 on Riccio. We have Cole Keith on the refractor, Austin Wells, Cabbage, McLean, Blackman, Perez, Langeliers, Conforto. We have a Joe Musgrove on the Chrome Authentics. Going to the Padres and Brian Thomas, a Rosarena, J-Rod. We're going to have a Maya, Jackson Churio on the refractor. I think the Authentics are 1 per case, to be honest. This is a case that we have Lucius, Cropley, Wicks, Rom, Mountcastle, Swanson, Cole, Batty, Correa, Jake Berger, Ezekiel Tovar, Quinn Priester for the Pirates, Tom Scarberry just hitting the whole Pirates checklist. And this one is going to go to Big Tom here. Nice hit. He's having a pretty decent year. Obviously not as good as Skeens and Jared Jones. We have Abreu, Henry Davis, Abbott, Kessinger, Canzone, Clase, Scott, and Perdermo. We're going to have Varsho, Meneses. We're going to have Blackburn, Ronald Acuna Jr. on the Summertime in the Park. We have Campbell, Steven Cruz, Meckler, Tenna, Yanner Diaz, Verlander, Jimenez, Shota, Wade Jr., Contreras, McClanahan. We're going to have PCA and Dominguez. And we're going to have a 54 out of 350 Musgrove. At first I thought it was a red. It's another echo. Yeah, I was going to say, time to get a new microphone. I'll order one. My apologies. We have Joe Boyle finally shit the bed. We have Wynn, Gray, Sal Frank, and Evan Carter. Mike Trout. We got Marte, Kwan, Green, Senga, Devers, Kershaw, Davis Schneider, Spires, CES, Cowser, Triolo, Jarvis, Rocchio, Baez, Bobby Witt Jr., Castillo, Harper, Torres, Volpe. We have another Evan Carter on the refractor. That's going to be a 133 out of 499. The first Evan Carter was the base, but another nice hit for the Rangers and Travis Sanders. We got Marco Luciano, Myers, Taylor, and Baker. We have Corbin Carroll, Richardson, Bradish, DeGrom, Chapman, Noda, Shohei, Perez, JP Martinez, and Sal Frelick. Yeah, dupes are okay when it's a stud. Let's see. Not okay when it's a bum. We can't be over here getting a bunch of Chandler Seagulls. Then we have a problem. Yeah, it must have been an issue too with the mic somehow earlier. Yeah, I think I have another one somewhere in here. Maybe I'll try to switch it out. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if my other mic's here, if it's at my house. I'll look when I'm done breaking because I do have another one. Yeti, when I bought the mic, the Blue Yeti was like the best mic on the market at the time. It was like right before Shure started to make non-vocalist microphones. We have Langford, Rodriguez, Montez, Cease, Horner, Mullins, Arenado, Lowe, Scherzer, Thomas. I have Juan Soto on the Summertime in the Park. We have the negative Justin Turner for the Blue Jays. And that's going to go to Brandon Kelly. Ronnie Mauricio on the refractor. Connor Phillips Kekkerin. Funderburk. We have Basebe, Granke, Smith, Nimmo, Ruiz, Wheeler, Hader, Moreno, Willer Abreu, Eddie Rodriguez, Soderstrom, and J-Dom. We have Jonathan India, Chris Bryant, Doyle, Bregman, Terang. We have Alcantara, Alonso, Garrett Cole, Freddie Freeman, and we got a Cade Marlowe going to the Mariners. And Kevin Claybo starting to get some of that West Coast love. Got the Yoshi and then now the Cade Marlowe. Yeah, Owen White, Jackson Rutledge, Walter, DeLuca, Olson, Neto, Ornelas, Turner, Reynolds, J.J. Bleday, Alvarez, Senga, Steven Cruz, Coco Montez, Cruz, Willer Abreu, Jackson Churio, and Colt Keith. Got Jackie Robinson, Morel, Rodriguez, Gallen, Musgrove, McCutcheon, Corey Seager. We got Chris Bryant on the color match, 3 out of 299 on the purple speckle. To the Rockies. We have Jose Rodriguez, Spires, Boyle, Altuve, Raggins, Outman, Patrick Bailey, J.P. Crawford, Pipiot, Guerrero Jr., Juan Soto, Strokes on the Carroll, Joe Boyle, and Wyatt Langford on the refractor. We got Chris Murphy, Hancock, Sal Frelick, Luciano, Suzuki, Votto, McMahon, Lewis, Stanton. We're going to have Castellanos, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Who is the redemptions in this? Bryce Harper on the Topps Chrome Ultraviolet All-Stars autograph to the Philadelphia Phillies. And Rob Davenport. He got beat up in Tier 1 in a couple breaks, I think. And nice to see him cash in here on the Harper. This has been a good case. We have Basebe on the refractor, Schneider, Campbell, Amaya, Moreno, Goriel Jr., Devers, Bogarts, Jung, Ruiz, Yelich, Alvarez, and Spires. We have Funderburk, Young, Meadows, Martinez, Acuna Jr., Ohapi, Sissoni, Seager, Kyle Raleigh, Schmidt, Guerrero Jr., Junior Caminero. We're going to have Salvador Perez on the 112 out of 199. And that's going to go to the Royals and Casey. We have Orion Kecker, Kierstead, Caminero, Steer, Robert Jr., Steele, Yoshida, Matsui, Cruz, Bichette. We have the all-etch J-Rod. We got Aaron Judge on the short print. 2 short prints in one case. Having ourselves a break on the short prints. It's going to the Yankees. And Billy got himself the J-Dom Sonar earlier. We have Luciano, Phillips, Matos, Shiano, Martinez, and Paris. We have Diaz, Pena, Lugo, Verdugo, Marte, Burns. We have J-Rod. And then we got Weston Wilson for the Phillies. Going to Rob Davenport. Signed with his number. That's a pretty dope autograph. Dominguez, as in it's a cool autograph. I don't. Yeah, he plays third base. He ain't playing over Bone, so I don't. Balasovic, Rojas, Moniak, Rutschman, Cody Bellinger, Candelario, Gore, Springer, Turner. We have Lawler in the 1988. Soto, Sal Frelick on the Prism Refractor, and Soderstrom on the refractor itself. And that's going to be box 5. Let's get into box 6 here. Problem is, if I get a sure mic, I almost have to start a podcast because it's the only way I can justify spending money on a microphone. I get to hear this sweet voice every day at 5 in the morning. I'm going to be live on the podcast from 5 to 7 in the morning. Joking. Not going to be a radio show. Although Tim Fletcher, one of the new guys in the group, does run a sports radio show out of New Orleans. Not out of New Orleans, out of Shreveport. I believe it's out of Shreveport. Box 6 now, boys. Let's go. And girls. We're going to start out with Drew Millis, Marlowe, PCA, De La Cruz, Sale, Gunnar Henderson, Abrams, Machado, Nola, Rizzo. We're going to have Vladimir Guerrero. And then we have a Willer Abreu 20 out of 99 on the green Sonar. We have Alex Bregman, Gavin Williams, Canario, Vines, Marte, Melendez, Kershaw, Chisholm Jr., Naylor. We're going to have Bradley, Evaldi, Mike Trout. We have Ronnie Mauricio, Zach Greinke, Butler, and Jaloff. Have Jose Ramirez, Nolan Jones, Jack Flaherty, Schwarber, Blake Snell, Teoscar Hernandez, Jordan Walker, Bryce Harper, Adley Rutschman, Nolan Sciano. Going to the Angels. And I most definitely bumped and turned the camera, so my apologies. Sciano's going to go to Tom Giuliano. Always an interesting case. I think his value as a baseball card is hurt for the fact that he never had a first Bowman. Like, he came up so fast and he got skipped in draft that they just never give him a Bowman card. We have Will Smith, Mauricio, Horwitz, Lawler, Gomez, Albies, Wall. We have Adams, Kirilloff, Buxton, Soler, Michael Harris. We have Eddie Rodriguez. There's a hit for Kyle Wellman. Nice photo variation right there. On the Ellie. It has a very faint print line, like right here across. But, I mean, bro, I think if you sent this to PSA, they might ignore that. A little bit off center. But it is a sexy card. Like, it's so faint, you really got to turn the card. I didn't notice it whenever I pulled it until I put the top loader in. And we have Montez, White, Eddie Rodriguez. We have Cease, Horner, Mullins, Murphy, Tatis Jr., Hayes, Soto, Riley. We have Jonathan Ornelas. Everybody excited about the other two photo variations. Ellie, they're like, ah, fuck it. Say no one likes the Reds. Man's out here trying to be a Viking. We have Ornelas. Outman on the refractor. Basebe, Wyatt Langford, Rodriguez, Zach Greinke. We're going to have Smith, Lowe, Scherzer, Thomas. Bro. Holy shit. Good. Are these like one? Are they one per case, or is this much rarer than I think it like? We have Yordan Alvarez, Curtis Mead, Owen White, say Zach Gallen. We're going to have Connor Phillips, Kekkerin, Funderbank. His name's Funderbank from now on. We have Funderburk, Doyle, Bregman, Ruiz, Zach Wheeler, Hader, Nolan Arenado, Christian Yelich, T.J. Hopkins. I'll look at the odds. I was going to say, hey, hey, Reg, you want to share a hit in the box for anybody else, buddy? You've already smoked the box. I was going to say we have Neto, we have DeLuca, Reese Olson, Soderstrom, Dominguez, Turner, India, Terang, Sandy Alcantara, Pete Alonso, Nimmo, Brian Riccio, Montez. We have Joey Votto, Rutledge, Walter, Rodriguez, and Zach Gallen. What do you mean, what's the color body looking like? I mean, this is called a helix, is what the card's actually called. But instead of it being a color blast, it's called a helix. Same concept. We have Neto, Arnalus, Reynolds, Blade, Alvarez. We have Otani, Goldschmidt, and Jonathan India for the Reds on the purple speckle. 25 out of 299. Oh, the color body card looking like you're talking about that card, and it's called a helix. My bad, I misread what you said. I apologize. We have Cole Ragans, Cruz, Wilmer Abreu, Jackson Churio, Colt Keith, James Outman, Tim Anderson, Morel, Vladdy Jr., Musgrove, McCutcheon, Rutschman. We're going to have Rodriguez, Turner, Sal Frelick, Luciano, Spires, and Joe Doyle. Have Joey Votto, McMahon, Altuve, Ragans, J.P. Crawford, Pipiot. We're going to have Mookie Betts in the summertime in the park. Nick Lofton on the purple, 184 out of 250. Yeah, it's called a helix. I'll take Triolo down. McMahon, Murphy, Colt Emerson, Goriel Jr., Devers, Suzuki, Lewis, Stanton, Castellanos, Patrick Bailey, Trout, Wyatt Langford, and Ornelas. Let's see real quick, because I'm sure other people are curious too. Let's see what the odds are on the helix. Tops.com. Unless somebody else wants to look up the odds real quick, because I'm actually like super curious now. Okay, Topsrip, you explain what it is, but you don't say the odds on it. Say it's a super short print, so I'll get the actual odds afterwards. Let's see, like they're not on like the website where they were before, because they've now loaded the boxes on there. So they're just not like gonna view the odds thing. Just wild to have the helix and the variation in the same box of Ellie, though. Like, that's nuts. Yeah, you'd have to go on that, like, you can find the odds on Topps website. I'll find it afterwards. It's the same sheet that has the odds for that I posted the odds for the Breakers of Light, where it shows that you can't get any of the legend autographs in any other box other than Breakers of Light. The Helix is on that. It's not on that like screenshot I gave, but it's on that same link. We have Martinez, Schneider, Campbell, Amaya, Sassoni, Moreno, Jung, Ruiz, Yelich. We have a Rays. We have Nathaniel Lowe on the 119 out of 199 on the Aqua Speckle. Daniel Lowe. Then we have Sauer, Gibson Long on the Gold Wave. What are the Tigers and Josh? Gold Wave, Gibson Long. Got Tim Anderson, Junior Caminero, Young, Meadows, Yoshida. Cunha Jr., Ohapi, Seager, Raleigh, Schmidt, Bogarts, Tristan Casas, Basebe, Grayson Rodriguez, Martinez, Paris, and Kierstad. Spencer Steer, Robert Jr., Steele, Matsui, O'Neill Cruz, Bichette, Mason Wynn, Pete Alonso, Reese Olson, 114 out of 150 on the True Blue. Tigers having a box now. I wish you guys would share the boxes some. Spread the wealth a little bit. Bunch of King Georges, not enough Robin Hoods. It's King George is the bad guy. Robin Hood Red. Might have messed that up. We have Morel, Rojas, Matos, Shiano, Candelario, Diaz, Pena, Lugo, Verdugo, Marte, Burns, Turner. We have my man Funderburk. We have Altuve, Jackson Holiday, Williams, and Gonzo. Balasovic, Moniak, Rutschman, Bellinger, Gore, Springer, Trey Turner, Bo Bichette. Summer in the park. We got Quinn Priester on the 8 out of 75 Blue Wave. Pittsburgh Pirates and Tom Scarberry. We got Robert Jr., Goodman, Harrison, Benintendi, Tucker, Otani, Winans, Yu Darvish, Goldschmidt, Garcia, Ellie on the 1988, Aaron Judge, Kekkerin, and Nolan Arenado. We have Hartwig, Furman, Lofton, Fitzgerald, Tavar, Bieber, Yamamoto, Lindor, Volpe, Realmuto, Perez. We have Jordan Wicks for the Chicago Cubs. It definitely has a corner that's a little... Yeah, I can't fix that one. If it was cardboard card, I'd get it fixed. The corner's a little banged up in the top left here. Going to the Cubbies and Jason Backus. I'm pretty good at fixing some cards. The corners, whenever it has if it was bent, I could probably fix it. But this has a. You ever see the cards in Bowman Chrome where they have a thumbnail in it, and it's almost like that kind of bend, that kind of mark. It's fixable, but you would need a humidor to fix it. We have Jordan Wicks on the base right there. We have Sandy Alcantara, Curtis Mead, Westberg, Smith Sauber, Wu, Ian Happ, Garcia, Alvarez, Rosarena, Bednar, Julio Rodriguez, J-Ram, Connor Phillips. Also, when I'm sharing the condition of the card, it's not to shit on anybody's hit, just so you know, a lot of guys have been in the group long enough to know, I appreciate every hit, every collector, and whatever else. It's literally just so when you guys get it, you're not in your head oh, I'm going to sell that, I've already sold it to somebody else, and you get in your, the conditions jacked up. It's so you know when you get the card. We have David Hamilton, Quinn Priester, Austin Riley, Lee, and Jack Leiter. We have Edouard Julian, Yastrzemski, Gorman, Semyon, J-Rod. We're going to have another gold, and it's going to be Bretton Doyle, who's having a fantastic year. Probably got snubbed from the All-Star game, if we're being honest. 35 out of 50 on the gold wave. He's an absolute cannon, too. I think they said his pull-down crow hop throws like 105, 106 miles an hour. We have Ellie on the refractor, Hader, Rom, Wells, Cabbage, Remilliard. We have Glass now, Betts, Tristan Casas, Cano, Nathaniel Lowe, Contreras, Robert Jr., J. Dom on the Prism Refractor, Nimmo, Lipsius, Cropley, and Jordan Wicks. We have Dansby, Swanson, McLean, Blackman, Perez, Langliers, Conforto, Gray, Jordan Walker. We have Orion Kekkerin, 311 out of 499. I used him as an opener the other day, which is kind of interesting. I thought he was going to take over the closing role this year, but maybe next year. I figured they'd leave him as a setup man at least, but they had him as an opener the other day, which was an interesting way to use him. Pretty good stuff. We have Reese Olson, Abbott, Kessinger, Canzone, Victor Scott, Perdermo, Mountcastle, Batty, Correa, Jake Berger, Chisholm Jr., Devers. We have Soderstrom on the Prism and Classe. Yeah, the ultraviolet auto is super rare. I was gonna say that's a big hit. I knew that much because last year, the only problem is it's a big hit. I was gonna say Harper's autograph is hard to get too because he's a Fanatics guy, so like you're only pretty much getting it from Fanatics licensed memorabilia. Which I was actually gonna ask you guys, but I kind of mentioned it last time, and I'll talk about it while I'm opening the packs here. Is Fanatics reached out to me. They gave me a memorabilia account. I haven't ordered anything because I don't know if anybody's into memorabilia. But if you're looking for any memorabilia and you want something like a jersey or a helmet and you want it to be like authenticated and from Fanatics, let me know. I will see if they have that player, and I'll let you know what like the best prices I can get for like a full-size helmet or a jersey or whatever else. And say I probably won't do. I might do like those 8x10s if people are interested in them, but I probably post that stuff first. Like the other day, they offered like signed baseballs. The checklist was pretty decent, but in general, like baseball cards are different than memorabilia. So I didn't order any of the baseballs because they retail at like $199 or $195 or something. I mean, it had some monsters on there, like guys like Trout and Harper and some of the bigger rookies like Ellie. So it's not like the value wasn't there for some of the baseballs, but they're mystery baseballs. So you could also be like with sports cards where we get baseballs that are really all worth like $70 for the autograph. So I just thought it was like not a great price point. And I don't want to start including necessarily memorabilia into the sports card breaks at all, unless like a group of guys really ask for it. But if anybody does need any memorabilia of any sport too, like hockey, I mean, I think they even have like some NASCAR jackets are signed. It's a bunch of wrestling stuff. Like I almost literally bought. I looked through the list. I literally almost bought a Stone Cold Steve Austin signed belt, like championship, like replica, like big gold belt. We have Wade Meckler, Tenna. So I'm gonna put that right up in the shop on the wall, and that's all to anybody. We have Henry Davis, Verlander, Jimenez, Classe, Varsho, Meneses, Blackburn, Garrett Cole. We have Riley Green, Vladdy Jr., 203 out of 350 on the Fuchsia Speckle. Oh. We're going to have PCA on the refractor. Mason Wynn, Tristan Gray, Sal Frank, Evan Carter, Green, Diaz, Shota, Wade Jr., Contreras, McClanahan, Lindor, and Reese Olson. We have Cade Marlowe on the refractor, Triolo, Bryce Jarvis, Witt Jr., Mike Trout, Ketel Marte. We have Quant, Torres, Senga, Williams. We have Noelvi Marte, and then we're going to have Ellie, and then Taylor Colway going to the Mets. Just slap it over my shoulder. Say. We have Millis, Samad Taylor, Baker, CES, Colton Cowser, Bradish, Riccio, Baez, Noda, Castillo, Harper, Mike Trout, Johnny DeLuca, Noelvi Marte, Pereira, Jackson Merrill, Lopez, Myers, Harris II, Rodriguez, Carroll, Richardson, DeGrom, Matt Chapman, Gunnar Henderson. We have Jackson Rutledge on the 245 out of 250. A big 6'8" pitcher finally came up. A little bit wild. I think he's a little bit older now, too. 99. What's that put him at? 25. We have Darius Vines. We have Rafaela, Lopez, Perez, Story, Arrays, Webb, Ray, Diaz, Noelvi Marte on the all-edge rookie. We got Aaron Judge, Otani, Walters, Canario. We're going to have Ellie, Sheehan, Wynn, Uribe, Torkelson, Carpenter, Freeman, Judge, McNeil, Adames, Mookie Betts, Tyler Fitzgerald. Going to the Giants and Brian Thomas. We have Gavin Williams on the refractor, Millis, Cade Marlowe, PCA, Rendon, Jared Jones, Jimenez, CJ Abrams, Machado, Nola, Rizzo, Ellie De La Cruz in the summertime in the park, Jackson Rutledge on the Prism refractor. We have Jaloff on the refractor. Canario, Vines, Marte, Sale, Gunnar Henderson, Olson, Walker, Bradley, Evaldi, Evan Carter, Bobby Witt Jr., Jeff McNeil on the 85 out of 150 True Blue, going to go to the Mets, and that will go to Eric Greco on the Mets. We have Lawrence Butler on the refractor, Lawrence Butler on the base, Jaloff, Williams, Melendez, Kershaw, Chisholm Jr., Naylor, Schwarber, Snell, Hernandez, Josh Jung, Colt Keith, Gomez, Mauricio, and Horwitz. Jordan Lawler, Gomez, Ramirez, Nolan Jones, Flaherty, Kirilloff, Buxton, Soler. We have Matt Olson with an Osvaldo Bido on the 268 out of 299 to the Oakland Athletics on the purple speckle. Going to Brandon Kelly and the A's. Got Lawler on the refractor. Owen White, Eddie Rodriguez, Sean Murphy, Albies, Wall, Adams, Tatis Jr., Hayes, Juan Soto, Jordan Lawler, Mookie Betts, Jackson Churio, and Spencer Horwitz. And that's going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. I would say overall a pretty good case. Let me get all this. All the rookie refractors will be top loaded. The rookie inserts will be 2. Get into the non-autographs other than the photo variations. We have Jeff McNeil on the blue. We have Jackson Rutledge on the purple. We have the fuchsia speckle. Vladdy Jr. We have the gold wave. Quinn Priester on the blue wave. J-Dom on the blue sonar. Lowe on the aqua lava. Indy on the purple speckle. Ornelas on the negative. Colt Keith on the purple. Willer Abreu on the green sonar, Perez on the aqua, Chris Bryant on the purple speckle. The negative Turner, we have Musgrove on the fuchsia speckle. We're going to have Joe Musgrove on the authentics. Rocchio on the black out of 10. We have Adley Rutschman on the green wave. We have Pipiot on the fuchsia speckle. Williams on the true green. Meadows on the true gold. We have Bellinger on the gold wave. Blackman on the aqua. Justin Turner on the purple speckle. And then we have Neto on the negative. And into the beginning of the autographs, we have Bido on the purple speckle, Fitzgerald on the base, Colway on the base, Keckering on the refractor, Jordan Wicks on the base, Quinn Priester on the base, Triolo on the base, Hopkins on the base, Weston on the base, and Hartwig on the base. Into the back row, we're going to have Reese Olson on the true blue, Nick Lofton on the true purple, Shiano on the base. We have Gibson Long on the gold wave, Siegel on the aqua wave. We have Jackson Merrill on the photo variation. We had so many hits after Yamamoto, I forgot he was even there. I'm not going to even lie. We have CES on the refractor. We have Canario on the purple speckle. Marlowe on the base. Nick Lofton on the blue Ray Wave. We have Pereira on the base. Rodriguez on the base. Harper on the Topps Chrome Ultraviolet All-Stars autograph. We have the photo variation. Ellie De La Cruz. Aaron Judge on the photo variation. We're going to have Ellie on the Helix. We have Evan Carter on the refractor, then Evan Carter on the base, and then the Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the true purple. And that's going to be the case, guys. Congratulations to those that hit. For those that didn't, hopefully you have better luck next time. We will run number 4 here. Give me a little bit. We'll say at 11:05. I'm going to check the other breaks, too, to see if anything else is filled so I can prepare. But yeah, give me a second to clean this up. I appreciate y'all as always. See you guys in a little bit. That's going to be a Breakers of Light full case as well as 3 boxes of Hobby. I'm going to open the Hobby case on camera and I'm going to mark it. And we'll work out of the same Hobby case when I combine it with Breaker to Light boxes so you guys know. Obviously, number 4 is going to be the first 3 compared to number 2, but they're same exact break and number 4 filled up first. I guess you guys just don't like number 2. It's okay. Appreciate y'all. See you in a little bit. If my mouse ever works. Need a new mouse. Need a new... Man, the shop's falling apart back here. We've been breaking so much. Everything's just tired. It's worn out. For real, though, why is the mouse not working? It's still not giving me a mouse. What am I supposed to do here? Go grab the other mouse from the shipping. I don't know what's going on. Like the mouse literally just went kaput on me. It's lovely. Bro, what in the... I'll go grab the other mouse. Be right back.